This is part 4 of a 10-part series on why the Shohei Ohtani signing is bad for baseball. Previous blogs compared the deferred contract to other inequities in the sport of baseball. As I make my way toward explaining why the deferred contract is more detrimental to the game than any of the other mentioned situations. Pete Rose played in the major leagues for 24 years, from 1963 through 1978. He has more base hits than anyone who ever played the game. The man in 12th place all time is Willie Mays. That's after a century and a half of record keeping and counting all the many thousands of people who have played the game. Willie Mays is in 12th place. And Pete Rose has over 1,000 more lifetime base hits than Willie Mays. The person in third place is Hank Aaron, all-time third place. Pete Rose has nearly 500 more hits than Hank Aaron. Nearly 500 more hits than third place Hank Aaron. The man in second place, a legend in himself, is a man named Ty Cobb, a man who always had to finish first. But he's not number one, at least not in lifetime base hits. Pete Rose is. Rose surpassed Cobb by 65 hits, which is a lot of base hits. Rose didn't just beat the record, he demolished it. In addition to his 4,256 lifetime base hits, Pete Rose is also a 3-time batting champ and a 17-time All-Star. His list of accomplishments extends on and on. Get this. Rose has been ruled permanently ineligible from participating in Major League Baseball because he bet on games when he was a player manager. He has also been denied entry into baseball's Hall of Fame, an honorific given to baseball's greatest players and most significant personages. Let me repeat. Pete Rose, the man who has more lifetime base hits than anybody in the history of the major leagues, is not in baseball's Hall of Fame because he compromised the integrity of the game. Pete Rose has admitted betting on baseball games, but also states that it never affected his on-the-field performance. This seems to be an obvious truth. The alternative would be that as great as Pete Rose was, he should have been even greater. Exactly how many more base hits does anyone think Pete Rose might have had? Does it even make sense that Pete Rose gave away base hits right when he was chasing the record? Furthermore, once he was on base or in the field, his intense playing never abated, so much so that his peers called him Charlie Hustle. They didn't call him Charlie Dumb Hustle, or Charlie Over Hustle, or Stupid Outs Charlie. Pete Rose gave it his all when he was on the field. Suffice to say, Pete Rose did not bet against himself or against the team he played for, but even if he did, and he didn't, does anyone think Pete Rose would prioritize winning a bet over a base hit, or a great catch, or a hard slide into second base? Pete Rose's off-the-field activities never affected the outcome of a baseball game. Compare that with the extraordinary advantage Shohei Ohtani has given to the Dodgers, not because of what he might do on the field, but because of what he did off the field. By deferring his salary 10 years, he not only took money out of the pockets of the have-not teams, he also enabled the Dodgers to go out and sign other star players, which the Dodgers promptly did. After getting the top free agent on the market, they went out and signed the second top free agent on the market, a foreign player with unlimited potential. Next, they made a trade for Tampa Bay's top pitcher, a player whose 6 years of tenure was about to expire, and extended him to a long-term contract. Still not finished, the Dodgers then signed an all-star outfielder to a substantial one-year salary, with a significant amount of that money deferred into the 2030s. It wasn't enough for Superman to join Batman and Robin. Made possible by Ohtani's deferred contract, Superman and Wolverine and Batgirl hopped on the train, a train that already contained other all-star players. Is there anything Pete Rose did by consorting with gamblers that skews the playing field in baseball as much as this $700 million deferred contract does? Gambling isn't the only thing baseball polices. Barry Bonds is baseball's all-time home run leader. He's not in the Hall of Fame either, despite a decade of eligibility. Why is he kept out? Because he achieved his record through the use of steroids. Before steroids took over the sport, Barry Bonds was one of the half dozen or so best players in the game. He was having a surefire Hall of Fame career. Then Mark McGwire broke the Ruth Maris single-season home run record while using creatine, a milder type of steroid. Sammy Sosa, another user of something, passed the record the same season. Barry Bonds saw this and started sticking a needle into his own ass. His eyesight improved, his stamina increased, and he became more muscular. And, along with his natural ability and hard work, Bonds became the most feared hitter in baseball, perhaps ever, and he broke Mark McGwire's record. Bonds set both the single-season baseball record and the lifetime record. He broke everybody's record, but because of his use of steroids, Barry Bonds is being kept out of the Hall of Fame. He cheated the game. Barry Bonds was like Shohei Ohtani in that he became a free agent in the relative prime of his great career. Both of them, before free agency, had been playing for a losing team. This is where the story diverges. Barry Bonds could have gone to the New York Yankees, the most successful team of his era. Bonds rejected them. Instead, he went to the San Francisco Giants, a team with a losing record. Furthermore, the Giants did not have a ballpark where it is easy to hit home runs. In Candlestick Park, the wind played with the ball and the dimensions weren't bandbox friendly. So not only did Barry Bonds go to a losing team with a questionable ballpark, but in addition, and this is important, Barry Bonds has, so it is said, an abrasive personality. This is the end of the fourth blog. The fifth blog will compare Barry Bonds, Fernando Tatis Jr., and steroids to the deferred contract of Shohei Ohtani. Thank you very much.